Kyle Busch says goodbye to the Xfinity Series. Emmitt Smith and Jesse Iwuji co-found an Xfinity team, and why the Clash numbers prove that North Wilkesboro should be back sooner rather than later. All that and more coming up next. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, if I haven't earned your subscription, today is the day that I will earn that subscription. All right, Kyle Busch, for the first time since I can remember, has no races in the Xfinity Series, so it looks like he is sticking to his word. Last year, when he hit his 100th win or whatever in Xfinity, he said he would be done with it. So it looks like he is sticking to that, and for the foreseeable future, so I guess Kyle Busch is done with Xfinity, sort of an ending of an era. And another football player has got into the racing game. Emmitt Smith has teamed with Jesse Iwuji to co-found Jesse Iwuji Motorsports in the Xfinity Series, and they have a partnership now with Chevrolet. We're building together a team of people who are on the same mission, and we're grinding for it every single day, Iwuji said. There will be good days, there will be bad days, but if everyone stays together, continues to unite, we're all about sharing the dream and sharing the moment. Once you got a chance to know this young man and spend time and discipline to understand his process and the way he thinks, not to mention the service he has provided for this great nation, all those things became a part of something I could get behind. Smith said, our mission is not only to go out there and compete, but also to inspire others to reach their level of greatness. This article, of course, from Sean Montgomery, a friend of the show. I knew he was a great photographer. I did not know he wrote articles. This is what he looks like, so if you see him at the racetrack, throw your hand up and say what's up. And also, I will link this article in the description if you don't mind clicking on it. Let's get him some traction. Let's make this article a big hit for him. All right, Adam Stern has posted the numbers for the Clash at the Coliseum. 4.2 million viewers. They had 2.5 million viewers for the heat races. That is, the 2.5 million is a bigger viewership than some races had last year. So this proves three things to me, and it's up 168% from a normal Clash, but those are not apples to apples because other Clashes have been held on FS1. This was held on Fox. So whenever you have it on network television, you always get a bump there. So it's not really apples to apples. But viewership-wise, it was a success, and here are three things that it proves. Number one, heat races are better than stages. We can just go ahead and get rid of stages and do heat races, at least for short tracks, because we know it works for short tracks. 1.5 miles and stuff like that. Obviously, a road course, I wouldn't want to see a heat race on a road course, but we know for short tracks that heat races most definitely work. So, and super speedways, because, you know, the qualifying races at Daytona are good too. So I'd like to see short tracks and Talladega and Daytona at least have heat races instead of those stupid stages. The other thing it proves is that people want more short track racing, especially the older fans. Okay, so you've reached out and you've got your younger demographic, you've got your big market demographic, but what about the fans, the older fans like myself that have helped build this sport? We've been wanting a certain track for a long time, and that track is North Wilkesboro. So you've got your win with the younger fans, but how about now that you've got that win with the younger fans, you know which direction to go with that? How about you give us older fans something we've been asking for a long time? You built that Coliseum in like whatever, you kept bragging about you did it in like 3 or 4 or 6 weeks, however long you built it. Well, if you can build that in however many weeks, how about you go start working on North Wilkesboro and you bring that back next season instead of keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off? How about you give the older fans a track they want? You've got to win with the younger fans. You're killing it over there now. How about you stop ignoring the older fans? You always talk about, oh, we're trying to bring the older fans back. We're trying to get them back into it. Well, there is no better way than bringing North Wilkesboro back. And I think if you bring North Wilkesboro back, you'll get a lot of younger fans in it too. Because if you remember when it dropped on iRacing, everybody was excited about it. Older fans, younger fans, everybody was stoked to have North Wilkesboro back. So I think it is just absolutely win-win. I think North Wilkesboro needs to come back, hopefully next season, if you can get the Coliseum built in the time frame you did there. North Wilkesboro shouldn't be that far out. You got, heck, over a year to get it done. So let's see something. And finally, you've seen now that the California market wants racing. And they want short track racing. So let's stop dragging our feet on Fontana, California, going to a short track and get that done too. Just after this race at Fontana, you should immediately just start construction. You talked about it last year and you're like, oh, we're going to do it. Then you sort of got lukewarm about it, and I don't know if we're going to do it or not because of whatever. I can't say with everything going on. I can't say the actual word. But all of a sudden you didn't want to do it. You need to go ahead and make Auto Club a short track. Get it over with, get it done, because that's what that market wants. They want an intimate track like you had at the Coliseum. Just make Auto Club that. Just go ahead, make it happen, and get it done. For the first time since they've started the little Daytona Hall of Fame thing there by the track, the winning car might not be displayed, and this is due to the global supply chain shortage. So teams might not have enough cars to display the car if, say, a team with only one car wins the race. So for the first time in a while, that car might not be displayed at Daytona after the race. And David Land is actually reporting that there might be NASCAR teams might run out of cars mid-season or something if this supply chain shortage doesn't get addressed. And finally, to wrap things up, Joey Logano just had his newborn child. He shared those pictures on Instagram if you want to see them. Daniel Suarez and CommScope have re-upped for 11 races. Matt Crafton, the three-time Truck Series champion, has a sponsor in Black Rifle Coffee. That gives Black Rifle Coffee a driver in each of the 3 series. They've got Ty Dillon in Cup and Noah Gragson in Xfinity, and now Matt Crafton in Trucks. BJ McLeod will be sponsored by NASCAR Ignition, the video game for the Daytona 500. And Freight Auctions and Horizon Hobby have re-upped with Front Row Motorsports, so they will return to that team. All right, that is all I've got for you today. If you like the content, please feel free to subscribe down below. If you got a comment, leave it down in the comment section. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.